What up, Fight World? This Amin Boxing Club, man. Let's get to it. All right, man. I want to start off by saying, man, everybody like, comment, and subscribe, and everybody follow my new IG page. I got it's called Amin AMIN underscore boxing underscore club. So, man, I'm gonna try to start posting on that page more and stuff like that, and build it up. But man, let's get into this video though, man. We got Canelo versus Charlo talks, man. So this is what a lot of people talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about the fight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this fight, I feel like Charlo should move up and weight to 168 and have at least 1 or 2 fights before fighting Canelo. And I say that because, man, when you moving up in weight, man, you don't just, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a special fighter to do it. Like, I'm pretty sure the fighters done did it, but if we looking at like Andre Ward's situation, when he moved up to fight Kovalev, he didn't move to 175 and just fought Kovalev off the back. He fought 2 fights. He fought Sullivan Barrera, which was a tough fighter, you know, he a tough big fighter, and then he fought Alexander Bryan, which was like an easier touch, but you know, he got accumulated to the weight, man. You know, Charlo, man, he ain't been that active, and he coming off of like in the past 2 years, he fought once. He fought once in 2020, and he fought once in 2021. And his last performance against Montiel was not. That was one of his worst performances, even though he won the fight. I feel like, man, look, man, Charlo, I don't know what he be doing for sure, because I'm not with him, but he be looking like he be drinking, man. He be looking like he be talking like he drunk. You know, he be talking like, you know, I be thinking that he be drunk, you know, something like that. But Jermall got on the camera and said that they don't be drinking, they just hyped up dudes and stuff. But to me, it ain't even him being hyped up. Like, he be chilling, he be just smiling, laughing at the camera, and then they get to talking crazy. But it ain't like he just, because Mel is the hyped up one. Mel is the one that, he seemed like he calmed down a little though, now that I think about it. He be seeming more focused, more locked in. But Jermall, man, you know, I don't know what he had in his headspace, man. I don't know. You know, he 31, Canelo 31. So he's still a young fighter, man. I just feel like he should, you know, when he move up in weight, I think he should get like two easy touches, man, or like, you know, 2 solid touches. Like, he should fight somebody else at 168 for fighting Canelo. You know, Canelo is super active, man. Canelo's super active. He's sharp. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all the same age, man. Canelo, he up right now. Like, he feeling himself right now. He the undisputed champion. So, you know, I know that feel good to be undisputed. Even though his road to undisputed wasn't really that tough at all, he's still undisputed. So I know he proud of that, and I know he feel good about that. But, you know, I feel like it could be a good fight still. I feel like Charlo, you know, he still got a chance in that fight, but I would lean more to Canelo, being that I feel like Canelo got pretty much all the advantages right now. The only advantage Charlo got is height. You know, he got a height advantage. You know, other than that, man, Canelo more skilled than Charlo. I mean, I think everybody should know that. Canelo is the more skilled fighter. But Canelo, even though he's skilled and he look real good in fights, he don't be dominating nobody. You know, he didn't dominate Caleb Plant, and he didn't dominate Billy Joe Saunders, and those fighters to me are not that good. Like, they don't get me wrong, like, they good fighters, but they not looked at, nobody looked at those fighters to beat Canelo. You know, nobody thought Caleb Plant was gonna go on. Like, to be honest, man, I think Ken Porter said something about Caleb Plant was gonna win or something like that, but man, I just look at it like he got a good relationship with him, and he was being biased. Like, he liked Caleb Plant a lot. So, I mean, I wouldn't have never put my money on Billy Joe Saunders or Caleb Plant to beat Canelo, but I'd have put my money on Canelo to beat them guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Those guys. He didn't really dominate them. I mean, it was close for Billy Joe Saunders, and some people had Billy Joe Saunders winning. I think I had Billy Joe Saunders winning before he got knocked out. I know it was close for sure. And then same thing with Caleb Plant. He started to pull away a little at the end, but Caleb Plant was just, you know, not sitting down on his punches, man. Canelo knew he could walk straight through him or whatever. With Charlo, man, he gonna have to deal with a tall guy that got a strong power jab, and he got a nice uppercut. You know, he throw that counter uppercut. If he catch Canelo reaching, because he the shorter man, you know, Canelo, he's slicker than a J-Rock, but still though, you can still get caught with that uppercut. And the right hand, man, I feel like the Charlo that fought Dervinchenko, man, that guy right there could beat Canelo, but the Charlo that fought Montiel can't. And that Montiel was his last performance, so Charlo got to tighten up, man. He got to move up in weight and get a couple fights or something, then fight Canelo. I feel like right now, Canelo, this is like his best chance to really beat Charlo, you know, if he was to fight him right now. But, you know, it's still an exciting fight. Now, I still would pay to watch that fight. You know, I still would want to see that fight. You know, I just feel like Canelo more locked in, and I see Charlo on live looking like he's drunk and goofing around a lot, and he not even active, man. So, like, that's the problem, man. Like, you ain't, you know, you got to be serious. You got to be locked in for real trying to fight Canelo, man, and trying to beat Canelo. But, you know, man, they the same age. Canelo more skilled. Canelo got the faster hands. Power-wise, lately it looked like Canelo more powerful, but I would say Charlo I would lean to him in the power department. And I feel like Canelo just he can place his punches better. Like he can you know, he can go to the body good. You know, Canelo defense is not as good as people may think. It's not bad, but he do get caught with a lot of the same shots, and he don't want to get caught with those shots against Charlo. Man, I want to see how Canelo, because one thing about it, that jab is gonna give him major problems. So I want to see how he gonna get past the jab, and then you know, he gonna be in there with somebody that can actually hurt him, man. Like the guys he been fighting, they wasn't like Jermall, the Caleb Smiths, the Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant. They wasn't finna hurt Canelo. Nobody thought they was gonna had a chance to knock Canelo out. You know what I'm saying? But now he finna get in there, like, you know, I think the last time he got in there with somebody that could have knocked him out was Triple G, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been Triple G. But now it's Charlo, man. This is years later, man. So, you know, he in there with the taller guy, you know. And Charlo, man, them dudes, they gonna fight, man. Like, one thing about it, they ain't just gonna lay down. They gonna get in there and try to hurt Canelo. If Jermall get in there with him, he really gonna be in there trying to hurt him, man. He gonna be fighting hard. So it's not gonna be an easy touch for Canelo at all. You know, and Canelo, man, I just want to see him. Like, Canelo, how I feel is, like, he looked like he the goods and stuff like that. Like, this is my opinion. I feel like Canelo, he looked skilled, he looked good. He don't look unbeatable, but he looked real good. But a lot of these fighters that he not fighting, I feel like he can beat them, or he got a strong chance at beating them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just saying that these fighters would just watch Canelo. The only fighter that off the top of my head that I could think of right now that I feel like would just beat Canelo pretty much unanimous decision or whatever is Andre. But I would like to see Andre go to 168, get him 1 or 2 fights before that fight happened too. You know what I'm saying? So he's supposed to be going to 168. You know, but I just feel like Andre, he got the skills. He can box. He a better boxer than Canelo. He got the height advantage. He undefeated. He hungry. You know what I'm saying? I just like Andre more, and I would pick Andre to win that fight, man. But that's still a tough fight for Andre. Like, Canelo is, you know, he's still Canelo, man. Just even like I feel like Andre, man, he asked for the big fights, and he been asked for the big fights for years and stuff, and he not able to get the fights. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand that better than Canelo could fight anybody that he want to fight right now, but he not fighting the best. So I gotta point that out, man. He not fighting the best, but he can fight the best. If Canelo said right now he want to fight David Benavidez, the fight will happen. If he right now said he wanted to fight Charlo, the fight will happen. If he wanted to fight Andre right now, the fight will happen. But you know, cause he got the power. He up right now, man. You know, Canelo, he got the power to do that right now, but he not making that happen for us. So that's how I feel about Canelo. But right now, to sum it all up, right now, man, if I was to pick who would win out of Canelo and Charlo, I would have to lean towards Canelo right now. Now, once Charlo get a couple fights, if he get a couple fights or a fight at 168, I'll do I'll probably change how I feel about it. I'm gonna have to see how he look though. I'm gonna have to see how Charlo looking at 168, stuff like that. But as of right now, yeah, I think Charlo need to get active, man. Get active and fight some people at 168, man. And if you drinking, bro, please stop drinking, man, because that's not good for you. You know, if you're gonna be fighting the top boxers, man, you can't be getting drunk like that, man. You know, it's fighters that do that and they fall off. You know what I'm saying? I think Sergey Kovalev was one of them. Adrian Broner. You know, the list goes on. But, man, yeah, you can't be competing with the top fighters like that if you're going to be getting drunk like that, man. So, you know, I'm going to take their word for it, though. It looked like he drunk to me, man. So, in the comment section, man, everybody let me know if y'all think Charlo be drunk, man. Like, y'all think, because Jermall said he don't be drunk. So, y'all let me know if y'all think he be drunk. And then drop y'all prediction on who y'all think will win that fight as of now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they was to fight right now, if Canelo made the fight happen, who do y'all think will win out of Canelo Charlo? You know, that's all I got, Fight World, man. Yes, everybody, don't forget, man, add me on Instagram, man. It's Amin Boxing Club, but it's underscore Amin_boxing_club. Yes, sir. So, everybody, like, comment, and subscribe, man. I'm out.